Hey everybody, I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Opinion. Today on The Real Opinion, we'll be taking a look at two movies. First is Jake Gyllenhaal's new movie about a man dealing with the death of his wife. The other is a film about a father keeping his son out of the wrong hands. Are these two films worth checking out? Let's take a look. First up, Demolition. I don't get it. This is what I kept telling myself while watching Jake Gyllenhaal's new film. The story goes something like this. A man loses his wife in a car accident, but afterwards realizes he really knew nothing about her and begins to question if he even really loved her at all. He begins a letter-writing dialogue with a vending company customer service representative that may or may not lead to a relationship. He also begins to figuratively and literally deconstruct his life to figure it all out. Wow, that was exhausting, which is the way I felt after watching this one. At times, I actually thought this might be a serial killer movie setup, and I'm not kidding. The way that Gyllenhaal acts is somewhat sociopathic and creepy. The love story is basically two people stalking each other. Oh, and the story just seems to work itself out in the end, so yay, I guess. This one is exhausting, depressing, and honestly not that interesting. Next up is Midnight Special. This is the new sci-fi film from writer-director Jeff Nichols, known for Mud and Take Shelter. The story begins with what seems to be a kidnapping, but shortly becomes so much more. Michael Shannon plays a father that kidnaps his son from a cult that believes his son is their messiah.
It's time, you ready?
Yeah.
Also, the government is after the boy because somehow he decoded secret messages that ended up in the cult's sermons.
We need to know where he is.
You'll have no clue what you're dealing with, do you?
This premise is a bit hard to follow, and I will warn you that this film's story will probably leave you with more questions than answers. But at its core, the story is about a father and his blind faith and love for his son.
Dad, it's okay.
I will say that this one is definitely influenced by a couple of older Spielberg films. While I would have liked a bit more information and/or answers about the cult and the ending, this is still a pretty good, slow-burning, character-driven story that has a very old-school sci-fi feel. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion.
It's okay. It's okay.
Next time on The Real Opinion, we'll be taking a look at the live-action version of The Jungle Book. Until next time, I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Opinion.